today I'm going to be showing you how to get this full Valentine's Day inspired look using airbrush makeup. So if you are interested, please keep watching. So I've already primed and concealed, so the next step of course is to apply my blush. So I'm just going to go ahead and apply it to my cheekbones in a small circular motion. So if you're one of the people who are only interested in the eye looks, there will be a link to that video in the description box below. Next, I'm going to go ahead and apply light bronze as my contour, and I'm just applying it underneath my cheekbones, dragging it up to apply it on my temples, and then I will also be applying it to my jawline and my neck as well. So if you're wondering, my compressor dial for any things that I do with my face outside of my eyes is going to always be at 12 o'clock. Now on to my favorite part, air shadow. So the first shade I'm going to apply in this eye look is Mauve, and I'm just going to go ahead and apply that in the center of my eyelid, and I'm going to go ahead and drag that toward the outer corner of my eyelid. Now I want to make sure to extend this color from my lash line all the way up toward my transition, so I want to stop just at about the natural fold of my eyelid. Now if you are new to my air shadow videos, my compressor dial is at 10 o'clock, and I'm just lightly pulling back on the lever to release small amounts of pigment at a time. Here I'm just going to go ahead and continue making the color more vibrant. Remember, you can stop whenever you feel comfortable with the amount of color that you achieve. Now the next shade I'm going to apply is Pink Blossom, and I'm going to go ahead and apply that on the inner corner of my eyelid and blend it into the mauve on the center of my eyelid. I want to make sure to feather this color up to my transition as well because I want everything to be nicely blended. Now because I want the pink tone to show very well in the Pink Blossom, I'm just going to go ahead and continue to apply layer after layer and just build on it. I'm also going to apply this color to the inner corner of my lower lash line and just blend it out to about the mid part of my lower lash line. I'm also going to go ahead and apply this color as a brow bone highlight, so I'm just going to take it up there in light stroke. Don't forget to apply this shade to your tear ducts as well. You want to make sure that it's layered nicely and blended into your transition as well as the inner corner of your eyelid. The next shade I'm going to apply is Light Smoke, and I'm just going to go ahead and apply that from the outer V and drag that all the way through my transition toward the inner corner. So I don't want to cover the Pink Blossom on the inner corner of my transition where I feathered it up, but I want to get fairly close to make sure everything looks nice and blended. I'm also going to take this color from the base of the outer V and drag it to my lower lash line, connecting it to the Pink Blossom that is already at my lower lash line. Now I want this to be nice and smoky on my lower lash line, so I'm going to go ahead and continue to add layers. But remember, if you're replicating this eye look, that you just do it to the amount that you're comfortable. And next of course is airliner. So here I'm using dark brown and my cat eye and stencil. Now if you're unfamiliar with my airliner videos, there will be links to my airliner videos below. Now I want to show you here just very quickly that I did make a little mistake, but it's so easy to go ahead and correct any mistakes that you may have made. So don't let the idea of you making mistakes stop you from doing airliner. Trust me, it is like the finishing touch to any air shadow look. And besides, no one's going to point out the tiny flaws that may exist in your airliner, so you don't have to worry about strangers coming off the street saying that, oh, I think your eyeliner is 1/8 of a millimeter off on the right side. So don't worry. Now I want to deepen the outer corner of my eyelid, so I'm just going to take what's left of the dark brown and just apply it into the natural fold of my eyelid just at the outer corner. Now for the outer corner, when you are working on deepening the color there, you want to make sure that you start off with a very light layer and then just continue to add layers. That'll make sure that you get the right amount of depth without having to worry about overspray. So now it's on to my brows. Here I'm just using my Dinair brow stencil that came in my personal pro kit, and I'm just going to go ahead and apply my brows like so, just utilizing the stencil to the brow shape that I'm looking for. The shade I'm using for my brows is just dark brown. Occasionally I'll bounce back between dark brown and light smoke, but for this look I want to go ahead and use dark brown. Now because I use a darker color, I want to make sure to just go over it with my spoolie brush just to lighten up some of that pigment to give it a more natural look. Now finally, it's time for foundation. So I'm just going to speed through this process, but as you can see, I'm just doing small circular motions around my whole face. Like I say in some of my other videos, I'm just going to go ahead and focus on my jawline more so than my forehead, just because I find that my jawline needs a little bit more of the coverage. Now once I'm done with my air foundation, I'm just going to go ahead and apply some mascara and do my hair, and this is the finished look. Thank you so much for watching, and please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.